most beloved actresses of the 20th century, Bette Davis ranked number 2 on AFI's list of greatest female stars. She was nominated for an astounding 11 Academy Awards in her career, winning 2 for Dangerous and Jezebel. She was also nominated for a role in All About Eve. So Betty, any parting words for our tour?
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Moving into the first courtyard, along the wall to the right, we find the crypt of British actor Charles Laughton, who was a powerhouse on both stage and screen. He is perhaps best remembered for his roles in Spartacus, Mutiny on the Bounty, and The Private Life of Henry VIII, for which he won an Academy Award. Laughton was married to Elsa Lanchester, who famously played the Bride of Frankenstein. Kitty-corner to Charles Laughton is the crypt of Clyde Beatty, known in Hollywood as the King of Lion Tamers. He gained notoriety for his fighting act in which he entered a cage of wild animals armed only with a whip and a pistol, a skill which landed him in several films in the 30s to the 50s. Crossing to the other end of the courtyard, we enter a small room called the Columbarium of Remembrance. Along the far wall on the left corner, we find the niche of a man uniquely named Ub Iwerks. You may not know his name, but you certainly know his work. Ub was Walt Disney's right-hand man and the co-creator of Mickey Mouse. While Walt had the idea of Mickey and gave him his voice and personality, it was Ub that brought him to life on paper, almost single-handedly drawing most of the early Mickey Mouse cartoons, including Steamboat Willie. Just a few spaces to the right, we find the niche of actor Alvy Moore, known as Mr. Wonderful of Hollywood. Alvy is best remembered for his role as scatterbrained agent Hank Kimball on the TV series Green Acres. Heading now into the second courtyard, we cross to the far side, where on the right we find the tomb of Mr. Showmanship himself, Liberace. Known for his flamboyant style and incomparable skills on the piano, Liberace was the highest paid entertainer from the 50s to the 70s. Maestro, take it away. He dodged rumors of homosexuality his whole life, successfully suing newspapers for libel who made such claims. Sadly, he is one of the early celebrities to die an AIDS-related death. In the northeast corner of this courtyard is another small room, the Columbarium of the Radiant Dawn. In the middle of the wall on the right, we find the original resting place of Lucille Ball, whose ashes were placed in this niche from 1989 to 2002, when her remains were moved to her hometown of Jamestown, New York. Along the far wall, above eye level, is the niche of actor Forrest Tucker, who starred in nearly 150 films and television programs in his career. He's perhaps best remembered for his role as Sergeant O'Rourke in the TV comedy F Troop. Turning left to the adjacent wall, we find the niche of Walter Lantz just beneath the statue. Lantz was a cartoonist who will forever be remembered as the creator of Woody Woodpecker. A few spaces down and to the left of Lantz is the niche of actress Pamela Britton, who provided the voice of Blondie Bumstead in the TV series Blondie. She also starred as Lorelei Brown on the TV series My Favorite Martian. Just before the third courtyard, we turn right into the Sanctuary of Light. At the end on the right is the crypt of George Raft, who broke into acting as a coin-flipping tough in 1932's Scarface. He quickly became known for his gangster roles in crime dramas of the 30s and 40s. His real-life association with New York mobsters only added to his appeal. Immediately to the left of Raft is Freddie Prinze, who is best remembered as the star of the 1970s sitcom Chico and the Man. He suffered from depression and died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head when he was only 22. His son is actor Freddie Prinze Jr. Along the opposite wall, just above eye level, is the crypt of actress Wanda Hendricks, who can be seen in many films from the 40s to the 70s, including Prince of Foxes and Captain Carey USA. Heading now into the third courtyard, we round the corner to the left and find the grand tomb of a man named Broccoli, Albert Broccoli. He is the producer we have to thank for bringing the James Bond series to the big screen. The inaugural film of the series was 1962's Dr. No. Just north of Broccoli is a small room, the Columbarium of Providence. Along the wall to the right, we find the niche of actor Rod Steiger, who won an Oscar for his portrayal of Gillespie in the film In the Heat of the Night. He also starred alongside Marlon Brando in On the Waterfront. Along Along the wall opposite the doorway, above and to the right of the statue, is the niche of the smallest actor in Hollywood.